guys, welcome back to 7th Crown Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a super quick reading because I have a few things to do. So we're just going to bless this area, cleanse everything from here real quick. If you're new to my channel, my name's Louise. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning. I see my earring's a little off there. I hope you are enjoying this 8/8 portal that just happened yesterday. I'm filming this on the 9th of August. And I didn't get that burning enough, I don't think. Someone the other day told me that they missed the airplanes. They're still here, just they play a much more minor role. Alright. Okay. So, angel spirits and guides, what is it that my collective needs to hear today for their highest good and their highest timeline? Thank you for joining me here, spirits of the collective, my spirit guides, Archangel Michael. Please look over this reading and make sure that we are protected at this time. Thank you. Okay, so what is it that my collective needs to hear? We got the World, reason I get the word overwhelming. So you could be feeling very overwhelmed with, in a positive way right now, because I don't feel overwhelming, the energy attached to that word being a negative thing. So it's like you're overwhelmingly receiving abundance at this time. So let's see what that's about. Wow, yes, Ace of Cups. You're receiving some sort of opportunity or blessing, karma for everything that you've done. It's like you're finally able to fill your own cup. The universe is filling your own cup, your cup for you, for you finally accepting the love that you deserve, the abundance that you deserve. You're no longer thinking in poverty mentality. You're seeing everything through the eyes of spirit. And you're allowing what is to take charge. So it's like you're allowing spirit to work through you, to bring things into alignment for you. You got the Lovers. So absolutely, I'm feeling like you're in alignment with your higher self, and it could be that you're also in alignment with a potential partner. If you haven't found the person that you want to be with forever, this could also be a sign, because it's beside the Ace of Cups, that this person is coming in for you. And no matter how much anybody around you might try to stop your abundance from coming in, it's like they can't do that, because your karma is what decides that. And whatever they try to do negatively towards them, I think a lot of people don't realize that they could be doing black magic without even realizing it. And black magic could just be like, wishing ill upon people and putting a curse on someone. Who doesn't have to be necessarily doing like an actual physical ritual. It could just be your intent, and that sort of thing comes back to you threefold. So I absolutely get that. Like the people that have been wishing ill on you and your your life. It's like they see your success coming in, like they're wishing ill on you, and it's coming back to them, and they're surprised. It's like it's re-solidifying this negative thought pattern that they have in their mind that, woe is me, and why does everything happen to me, and why does everything look so beautiful in that person's life? Well, maybe it's because that other person isn't wishing ill on people. Maybe it's because that other person, when they see other people doing well, they cheer them on. They clap their hands, they encourage people to, even when they're doing well, to keep pushing because they see that momentum. And this person is not one of those people. And because of that, you're distancing yourself from these kinds of people, and that's actually adding momentum. That's allowing you to harvest where before it was kind of like stagnation. You were wondering why this harvest wasn't coming in. And it was because you hadn't severed cords with these people that weren't meant to be in your life. But now, you're able to be vulnerable and stable. You don't have to worry about having to hold your stability in uncertain times because you're getting rid of those uncertain times. You're crafting your reality is what you're doing here. You're crafting in your reality, and you're asking for what it is that you deserve, what you know you deserve. And that's a very brave thing to do in this universe, because in this earthly plane, because people will use guilt and shame to try to make people with abundance feel like they need to share with other people when they don't necessarily want to. And I know that's a controversial thing to say, but to think about it. If you are a person that doesn't have a lot of abundance, what happens the moment that you get some sort of abundance? People come flocking towards you, and they try to use guilt and shame tactics to tell you that oh, you're such an awful person to not be sharing it with the people around you. And that comes from a poverty mentality. That comes from people thinking that because you have something that they deserve it too. And not only that, but because you have something, that means that... Where was I going with that? It's like an entitlement. A lot of people are entitled. And I feel like the people that you're cutting out of your life, those were very entitled people. And it was very evident to you that they were entitled. Because you would give, and they would ask for more. You would give an inch, and they would ask for a mile. You would... And it's not even like they would accept that inch. They would see the inch, and they would be like, that's not good enough. I want all of it. Give me all of it. They'd make some sort of like rash assumption that it's like, well, you've got an unlimited source of supply, so that means you're my water now. It's a very like codependent energy. Speaking of water, I need a little bit of water here. But the thing is that source is like that water, right? You're tapped into it. They could be tapped into it too, but they choose not to. And you're detaching from them because being attached to them felt like you were doing this balancing act constantly, trying to balance their shit with your life, and almost like taking on two different types of personalities when you were with them, because this guy's wearing many hats. So it's like you had to spread yourself thin around this person or these people, and that wasn't doing you any justice. And it was almost putting like a tripwire in between what you wanted and like where you were. You couldn't cross this wire. And it was almost like an electric fence. It was an energetic fence. It was keeping you from the abundance that you were supposed to have. And it was also tying up. I'm also seeing here that it was doing something weird to your chakras. I don't know which chakra. I feel like it could have been your solar plexus. Absolutely. Validation. Solar plexus. This was your solar plexus. This was the part of you that's like very expressive, emotive, isn't afraid to be themselves authentically. This is your power. You weren't feeling like you could express your power being connected to these people. You couldn't be in your power around these people. And because you couldn't be in your power, there's something here. Could you please expand on this, Spirit? I want to know, what is it why couldn't they be in their power? What was it that this was causing them not being in their power here? What message do you have for me around this? For our collective around this? Okay, so you were blind to something, because we got the High Priestess. You were blind to some sort of blessing that was coming into your life. You weren't grabbing Spirit's hand. You were falling for some sort of illusion that was being fed to you because you wanted to have the perfect life. And I don't know why I put it that way. It's like you're one of those people where you like to craft your life. You like to make it just so. You could be a person that is an aesthete, like a person that's very likes things to look a certain way, like aesthetically pleasing. But you could also be a person that is very meticulous about and discerning about what you bring into your life. So to have discernment is to kind of, be okay with saying no to some things because they don't feel like they're in alignment with your ultimate plan, right? What else, Spirit? These persons or this person, they put you back into a time of darkness. And now you're having to protect yourself from this. You're having to protect your abundance from this person. And I also get this feeling of wanting to fly away. Spirit is aiding you in this. So there's actually an answer to your call here. You're wanting to get away from this person because it's causing you some sort of stagnation, and you realize that every single time you attach to this person, or they attach to you, or you let them into your sphere, into your aura, it causes some sort of unnecessary stagnation. And universe sees this, and they're wanting so badly to give you this abundance. And they see now that you're allowing it. This is the message. That you're allowing it. And so they're going to allow you to escape this situation so that you can fully step into your power and go towards what it is that you love. And the world that you've always wanted to live in. It's like you've constructed this vision of the world you want to live in since you were really young. And it's finally all starting to come into place, drip after drip. And very soon here, with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands right beside it, you're going to receive some sort of really abundant, happy message that's going to make you go, oh my God. All of this for me? And God's going to go, yes. All of this for you. Because you've been so patient. You've been so loving to everybody around you, even when they didn't deserve it. Even when they didn't deserve it. We would have understood. This is your spirit team. We would have understood if you had been aggressive back, but you were not. You were generous, kind, understanding, patient. You even gave these people advice. You tried to help them out of their situations. Despite the amount of times that these people stabbed you in the back. Anything else, Spirit? And there's like this intense energy right now. It's just like I feel like so much momentum is coming into your life that it's going to be shocking. You are not going to feel like this was all for nothing. And you're going to be able to teach people. You're going to be able to teach people about how to get through these situations themselves and skillfully maneuver them the way that you have, in a way that results in positive karma for you and for everybody involved, hopefully, if they did the right thing. So I want to pull a few of my random cards here. I have this giant deck that I created, and I'm gonna pull from it. Still have a few cards that I have to add to it, but that's all right. Cool. Okay. This is a brand new beginning for you. You got camp, beginner's mindset, unbelievable, and question mark. So that's how it popped up. You know when you go to camp, I don't know if you've ever been to camp. I went to camp once when I was a kid. And we did a lot of like small crafts and stuff. So I almost feel like this thing that is going to give you abundance is going to be something that you kind of do for fun. It's something that you do for fun. It's a passion of yours. And you might also be a beginner at it. You might feel like you're a beginner at it also. Maybe you don't feel like you have the credentials to be doing it, but you're doing it. And the thing is that you are very good at it. You're very good at it from the beginning. It's like you're talented. You're talented at this thing. And I've always felt like talent was such like an underhanded compliment, because it takes away from the fact that it takes so much effort and skill to get to a certain point. But here, I almost feel like it's going to be like a pleasant surprise for you that you're talented at this thing. And you're not going to know which way to go next with whatever this is, because we got a castle with a moat and question mark. Because this thing, it's like a new thing that you're taking on that you don't really know too much about, and you kind of feel isolated at the moment, and like there's not really anyone that, like, you don't really know what resources to draw upon. But people around you, like the people that heck, even your enemies, they're clapping for you. They see, so you could be doing this for, like, you could be providing like a service, you could be a teacher. We did get camp, so you could be working with kids. Moon. Yeah, there's a lot of like questions that you have here around this new thing that you're going to be going into. Could you, Spirit, could you please tell me what it is that this person's going to be going into? Could you describe it so that they can accurately see it when it comes? I get that it's something that you're already doing, but it could be something that you kind of do on the down low, which is why we got so many like question marks too. It's like you do it behind closed doors, or it could be just like something that you don't really put a lot of emphasis into, but it's something you really enjoy doing, but it makes you kind of shy to share with other people because society might not look at it as like a super honorable thing to do, or like, you know, like you're not a doctor or like a lawyer or something like that. Like you're something else that it still helps society, but maybe your circle that you're currently surrounded with, they don't see it that way. And that's also why you got a castle with a moat, because like you might have stepped away, or you're about to step away from these people that don't really serve you anymore. So you're kind of, you know, you're in that in-between phase where you still haven't met the people that will completely resonate on the same level as you. But you're also kind of happy that you're away from the people that didn't resonate with you, because now they're not holding you back. So there's a little bit of loneliness here, I see. But that's not going to last very long. And I can see you carrying on this gratitude, because we got the Nine of Cups, but it was upside down. I feel like when it's upside down, it almost makes me feel like someone who's very giving. So you could become like a really powerful leader in some sort of community. Someone, I don't know why I got this saying, but like someone who leads with an iron fist. But like someone who's also very gentle and inspiring, honestly. Very inspiring. Someone who leads by example. 22 minutes. Okay. Alright, well, what else? What else? I love that the weather's been kind of switching lately. It feels very, I know this is like specific, but it feels like autumnal. I don't know. That's such a weird way to say it. It's, you know, I can feel the fall. I can feel fall changing. And I today saw my first fall tree. It was such a good feeling. I love fall. And actually, that's part of the reason I went to Starbucks, because I can't wait for the pumpkin spice latte. I'm one of those people. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords in reverse, and it almost looks like he's dragging those wands to the castle, and then the Four of Swords, it's like he's in the castle, resting. So right now could be like a time of rest for you. You could be in that castle just kind of chilling and doing your thing and feeling protected, really grateful for everything that you have. And yeah, it's like an in-between time for you. And you're gonna be, yeah, okay, so you're gonna be given back, or people are going to be given back the energy that they give to you, and you're going to be served up a hot dish of whatever it is that you gave to people. So I do get that. If you are this person that this is resonating with, that this is a good thing. But if you're a cross watcher and this doesn't apply to you, keep in mind, whatever you put out comes back to you. And it doesn't just come back to you the way that you gave it. It comes back amplified. So be careful what you wish on people, because we all know how energy works here on this channel, and you can either work with it or, you know, it's unpredictable. Below. I don't know why I get this like feeling of like, because I'm also hearing like the breeze and stuff, and it feels very like fall. So I feel like this like calm when I hear the word blow. This could be like a reminder of meditation, like, because blow requires breath. So there's a lot of breath work here. So take a little bit of time to breathe. We did get in the beginning that you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by seeing everything kind of come in for you right now. And if that is so, it's going to be really important for you to take time to breathe right now. And keep in mind that this is not a drought, because drought did come out here, but it feels like a message rather than like quite literally like you're going through drought, because I don't feel like you're going through drought, and I don't think you feel like you're going through drought. You're going through the ethereal realms, and you're passing through some sort of like bridge or something where it's like it's taking you somewhere divine. Yeah, you've escaped some sort of cage, some sort of mental prison. Specifically, there was a mental prison here happening, and you know, sometimes we can fall into the mental prisons that other people try to put us into, because that is like an agreement, right? So we agree to be held a prisoner by other people, but then when we don't, that's when we set ourselves free. No matter what that person does, if we're not agreeing to be held prisoner by them, there's nothing they can do. I'm not sure why I get this image, but it's like someone being tortured, and they're trying to get like words out of this person that they're torturing, but you know, it's like until that person speaks those words, like there's nothing they can do, right? They can just keep trying. So maybe someone's trying to torture you right now. But oh man, me laughing at that, like I almost feel like you're kind of laughing at that, like you're like, come on, time isn't real. Yeah, right now you're like in that in-between phase, like we were talking about, like you're in that ethereal void. 8! And we're in the 8-8 portal. So time isn't real, but at the same time, like you are operating off of the present moment instead of trying to control things. You're no longer in that state. Okay, so let's see if anyone around you has any messages for you. I'm gonna pull from the Love Oracle because I've been obsessed with this thing since I got it. Anyone around you have a message for you? Spirit, does anyone around my collective have a message for them? There's cards that want to pop out, but they're not popping out. Okay, so we got to... Let's grab one more spirit. Okay. So I'm not sure who this is, but you have someone that feels this way. So we got, I am the man. I need to figure myself out, and no one understands me but you. So this is somebody who's also kind of in an in-between phase. You could be mirroring each other right now in the spiritual plane, but then also, like, in a way, you're really mirroring each other on the physical plane as well. You're both in this in-between phase of trying to figure out what, and like keep your eyes open on like what it is that you need to do next, because it's not entirely apparent. How will my collective know what to act on? How will my collective know what to act on? Just want to say, if you like how I read, feel free to like my video below, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. That always helps me out, and it also drives the video to other people too. I also do private readings if you're interested. Okay, so we got the Devil. So there's some sort of like, I heard karmic attachments. So needing to like look out for red flags and not invest in things that, like, you know they're not going to work, or people that have already proven themselves unworthy. And not unworthy in that, you know, like they're not worthy, but because everybody is intrinsically worthy and valuable. But it's more so in a sense that they're not aligned with your path, or the things that you're doing aren't aligned with your path anymore. So it's extremely important going forward that you begin to release these strings that attach you to your karmic, like your karmic relationships, your karmic patterns, toxic behaviors. For me, for instance, I know this is about you, but I'll give you an example of something that I'm starting to release. So I really like eating chips, because chips. And I've decided that instead of eating chips as often as I do, that I'm just gonna have them like once or twice a month. Anyway, so it could be something like that for you. Maybe it's like some sort of like dependency on some, or not even dependency, but like maybe you really enjoy something that's like hurting your body, or you know it's not good for you, like junk food, you know. That's a specific one, but it could be anything. You could also, I'm seeing here, this is very specific, but this month you might join a gym, and it's gonna seem like, you know, it's a decent chunk of money, but you'll see going forward that this is like the right time to do it, and it's actually going to give you back so much for doing that. So this could also apply to other parts of your life. Maybe there's something that you're going to start investing in this month specifically that you know you should be investing in, and it's going to give you back so much, like right away, because you invested in it, and it's kind of been, it's been waiting for you. It's been behind like a wall. It's almost like a paywall, right? But like one that you're supposed to be paying for. I don't know if that makes sense, because it doesn't necessarily have to be like money. It could be like energetic payment, or investment in time kind of payment, because money is so many things, like abundance is so many things. Anyway, so that's what I got for you. I hope that you're having a good day, morning, night, whenever you're seeing this reading, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye guys!